to New York. I'm so excited to be here. This has been one of those like proper dream destinations for me for basically as long as I can remember. So we have about a week in total, so I'm literally just gonna explore every single inch of the city. We're staying in Brooklyn. We've got an Airbnb, so I can also leave the link of that in the description. It's quite nice so far. It seems like a really good position. So first thing we're gonna do today is head into Brooklyn, get coffee. We've looked up so many of the best coffee places, and then go and see Dumbo, which is an area in Brooklyn. Okay, so far we've been super obsessed with buying stuff that we get in England for the first time in America, like American brands, so we drink Starbucks so much at home. We're going to have our first American test case. Cheers.
What's that thing? Where is that?
Oh yeah.
Very similar to England.
Yeah, exactly the same. So we are just off now to the ferry terminal to go to Staten Island because we've heard there's a really good hack to see the Statue of Liberty for free. If you get the ferry to Staten Island, it's a free ferry and it runs like so regularly every half hour or something, and it goes straight past the Statue of Liberty. So we are hoping to catch it at sunset. Even if you just come for the free Statue of Liberty sighting like us, make sure you come outside because the views of the main New York from here are so beautiful. So we're just heading off to dinner now. We're staying in Brooklyn, so we decided to go for pizza in Brooklyn because we've heard it's the best pizza in the whole of New York. We found one place called Della Rocco's, like Italian pizza, so we're going to head there now. It is the first meal they're actually going to have in New York, like proper sit-down meal, and Kino's basically only come to New York for the food and coffee, so I feel like New York has some big expectations to live up to. One quite big problem we're having is that because I've come from Mexico, I don't have any warm clothes. I literally have this single jumper, don't have a coat. I thought it'd be easy to find one in New York, but it's proving so much more difficult than I thought. Today it wasn't that cold, but apparently tomorrow it's down to highs of 0 and lows of like -8, so wish me luck. So we've just got up to top of the rock. It's actually empty here, so I'm gonna take my mask off. The view is beautiful. The process to get up here was stress. So we booked our tickets for 2:25 and then time just completely got away from us, and then the subway wasn't coming. It was like a faff, so we actually got here about 10 minutes late, but they let us up anyway. But yeah, look at this view. I had put a poll on my Instagram stories about whether it was better to do the Empire State Building or Top of the Rock, and basically everybody said Top of the Rock because you can get a view of the Empire State Building from here, and apparently it's kind of a better general all-round experience. This is definitely the more popular side because you've got this iconic view. You can then even go a whole level higher and go up to the right top deck. So after Top of the Rock, we just went and got a coffee because we were literally so cold by that point. Oh, update on the coat situation, by the way. I managed to get one. I'll have to shoot tomorrow because it's too dark now, but I got it from Zara. I think it's needed for tomorrow because tomorrow is the super cold day. So then now we've just caught the metro back to, or the subway, back to Soho. We're just going to look at some of the shops, and then tonight we're going to go to the cinema in Brooklyn. We're running late for the cinema, so tacos it is. This is all we ate for dinner every single night in Mexico. I'd have 2, Keelan would normally have 3. What we see in the back of it. So we've ended up coming to this super cool cinema in Brooklyn. I actually tried to film it inside, but then I remembered you're not allowed to film inside movie theatres, obviously. Yeah, so all of the chairs have a little table in front of it, and then you can get food. They did like pizza or obviously like popcorn and snacks delivered to your table. Rate the experience as a whole.
Had a good caramel milkshake, and the film was fantastic. So, hey.
This is the film we went to see, so we just put a quarter into here and then spotted this. Good morning. So we're up for super early today. It's like 8:30 in the morning, but it's because we've booked tickets to go to the Natural History Museum. So we're going to go and grab a coffee first, then we've got Natural History Museum, and then we're going to Central Park and we're going to do ice skating there. So the whole time we're going around New York, we keep talking about that Home Alone movie, Lost in New York. And even though it's not Christmas anymore, it's early February. I feel like we're still trying to like hold on to that Christmas feeling while being in New York. So you can go to the ice skating rink that's in Home Alone. So that's where we're going to go and do our ice skating. Natural History Museum. Mixed reviews. So we're definitely glad that we went. Like, it was interesting. I feel like it's on the checklist of things to do. And if you've seen the night in the museum, it was kind of cool to like see all that in person. But it's also very big, so there's a lot to do. Like, there's space, there's obviously all the history, there's like different areas in the Americas and stuff. The only thing is, I feel like it wasn't exactly my kind of museum, so I would only dedicate like an hour or 2 to going around it. Yeah, so mixed reviews. To do the ice skating, but is actually super busy. I'll show you the line in a minute. So I think we're actually just going to come back later on. They said more like dinner time it gets quieter, but it's really pretty, so I'm glad we come to see it in the day as well.
How you finding it?
Hard, very slippy, but we are ice skating in the ice rink that was in Home Alone, so I feel like that's cool enough.
I know the break's coming. Know the break's coming. Know the break's coming.
Times Square, baby!
Times Square, mate.
Times Square. It's smaller than I thought it was going to be. Literally, when we got here, I was saying that it wasn't the real one. So I am waiting for Keelan to do some big romantic gesture. Like normally they do the, what's it called when they all start dancing randomly? Valentine's Day is round the corner, so what have we got planned?
I'm about to propose in front of about 3,000 people.
Please don't. Small one. It's coming in and out of So we've had a real change in the weather today. I actually think we've been quite lucky with the weather so far. It's been so mild, like blue skies, and then today we've woken up to snow, which to be fair we're actually super happy about because Keelan flies home today, so it feels kind of like nice that we've seen snow in New York as well. But then because it has been like quite snowy and cold, we've not really done much today. We've literally just gone to some cafes, and then now we're going to this cookie place which we've heard about, which is actually really famous, and then I think we're gonna walk around Central Park with them. So I'm about to go and get ready for the day, which is why I'm coming to you extremely barefaced. But just before I head out, I thought I'd basically just give you a quick New York life update. So the biggest change is that Key last night actually had to head home to England because he has a stag do which he had to go back to. I'm literally so sad about it. It's only been like one night and it already feels like I've lost my right arm. We've been travelling together for 3.5 months, so we've just been doing everything together. And it just feels so weird to be here on my own now. But I've got 2 days left in New York now on my own, and then I am heading back to Mexico. So basically my plan for today is I want to go to Grand Central Station, because we never did that together yet. And then the other thing, I really want to see a Broadway show. And in Times Square, there's a like a company called TKTS. I think that's it, I'll put it down here below. They open every day between 3 PM and 8 PM, and you can basically go there and get discounted Broadway tickets for the same day. So you never know what's going to be on. They kind of announce it. There's a big board, and it gets announced on the board just before they open, and then you basically queue up for tickets. Apparently the wait time can be about an hour or so, so I think I'm going to head down there like 2 o'clock before it opens at 3 o'clock, and fingers crossed, get some Broadway tickets for tonight. So just currently in Grand Central Station, which feels very surreal. I feel like this is one of the places in New York I've seen so many times in films, and like I love that movie, Friends and Benefits. So it feels really weird to be stood here.
Stop for traffic lights.
So the showing of Chicago is at 7 PM, so it's 6:30 now. So I'm just running over. I'm so unspeakably cold. I can't remember the last time I was warm, honestly. Even in bed last night, I had to properly put my head under the cover. I feel like I can't speak properly because I'm so cold. But yeah, it's either side now, so I'm just going to go and get in the queue. I'm super excited. This is such a good way for people like me who are budget travellers to still be able to see Broadway. Because I think the tickets are meant to be like £170 full price, so way too much I could ever afford, but this way I still get to go. So I've just got back to the hostel after the Broadway, and rather than like the nice relaxed evening that I was planning, I've actually just realised that I actually fly tomorrow morning, not the day after. So that cuts my New York trip short by an entire day and creates so much stress because obviously I haven't checked in, I haven't packed, I haven't done any of like the forms for Mexico. I need an onward flight, which I haven't organised. So I think it's going to be a late night. It's a very early morning flight. So yeah, so thought I'd better come on here and close this off. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much if you've made it to the end. I really hope you enjoyed this video. New York is spectacular. I could not recommend coming here more. Such an amazing place. If you enjoyed it, I'd love if you would like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments if there's anything you think I can improve on, because obviously I'm still learning, or anything that you particularly enjoyed. Thanks for watching.